Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Austin Price solved Blurgate. If you don't know what Blurgate is, if you missed my video yesterday, we can take a look at this clip. This is from practice. You see Colton Hood going and making a play, getting the interception there. But guess what? When it's good on good, when it's orange against white, when it's orange against orange, good on good, well, somebody made a mistake here. And if you go back, you can see that the ball was severely underthrown. But also, if you pause it, look right here on the screen. Why is a player blurred out? Well, you know, Vol Nation is crazy. Vol Twitter is insane. If we saw that this was Joey Aguilar, then that means that Jake Merklinger is automatically QB1. If it's Jake Merklinger, then it's got to be Joey that wins the job. We overreact to everything. But again, Austin Price has solved Blurgate. I'm going to go take a look at a tweet that he put out. He says, Lindsey Nelson is coming along nicely. Well, again, we're all speculating. We all believe, we all think that it's a quarterback being blurred out, but you can see right here, it is Miles Kitselman that was blurred out. Now, why would you blur out a tight end? Well, he's in a non-contact jersey. We know that Miles Kitselman working his way back from an injury, but still, why do this? And I talked to AP just briefly after he put this tweet out. We kind of went back and forth in DMs. And he said, man, this is something they've been doing, but nobody has caught on to it yet. They've been blurring out guys in non-contact jerseys. That just makes zero sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't think there is a reason to do that. But look, if Josh Heupel wants to protect it, why show the clip? Just don't put the clip out there on Twitter and lead to all this speculation and nonsense that we've all been doing for the last 24 hours. But again, Austin Price solves Blurgate, shuts down Blurgate. It was Miles Kitselman. So it's still a mystery as far as who threw that interception. Let's move on. Let's talk about some other stuff going on at practice actually this morning. You can see this clip right here from Ben McKee. Boo Carter back out there on the practice field doing a little bit more than just stretching with the team today. He's on the field going through a drill there. AP on VolQuest said expect him to be more of a full participant at practice today, and hopefully that's the end of it. Hopefully this is the last time we talk about Boo Carter for the nonsense that went off throughout the course, the summer leading up to fall camp. He's put in the work. He had a full week of doing that work, extra cardio, up downs, whatever they were doing away from the team, but hopefully this is the last we hear about Boo Carter. Now, I want to kind of look ahead to this 2025 football season, and the coaches poll, AP coaches poll, came out just yesterday. Tennessee ranked 18th. If you look at the opponents, teams that they're going to go head-to-head against in 2025, only 3 of those teams ranked ahead of Tennessee, and you could probably guess who those teams are. They are the big 3, the ones that Tennessee needs to do something they've not done. Florida comes in at 17th. Can Josh Heupel take this team down to the swamp and get a huge win against the Gators? Alabama comes in at number 8. Again, you got to go on the road against Alabama. Josh Heupel's not been able to do that and come out with a win yet. Is now the time? Is this year the year? The Georgia Bulldogs come in at number 4. Again, a team that Josh Heupel has not yet beat. I think those 3 teams, those 3 games are going to define this 2025 college football season for Tennessee. Can they make the playoffs? We're going to take a look at an article from VolQuest. It's kind of breaking down something that ESPN put out about Tennessee. We're going to go through it. As always, I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be that. What we are is exactly what you guys are. For the fans, by the fans. If you like it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video live later tonight. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time every single Tuesday. We're playing EA Sports College Football until the end of the season. We are going to roll with it on Tuesday. You can also go check out our brand new TN themed merchandise. We got t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, whatever you want. Get in where you fit in. Bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. And just a quick thank you once again to everybody that is donating to the GoFundMe. I'm back in the office. Hopefully I can get this thing straightened out and organized and get back to business as usual. But again, thank you guys that have donated. We still have a lot of work in front of us. My office didn't take as much damage. The other side of the downstairs, my daughter's room, her living room, her little apartment area is a mess, but we are going to continue to move forward. Let's go take a look at the article. It's on volquest.com talking about ESPN putting out a statement on Tennessee. They explained why Tennessee is one of 32 teams that can make the college football playoff. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this team? Can this team make the college football playoff in 2025? I personally think that they can. It says here Tennessee is one of 32 teams that has a chance to make the 12-team college football playoff, according to ESPN. But Heather Dinich isn't quite as high on the Vols as the analytics seem to be. Shocker. Color me stunned right now that Heather Dinich isn't quite as high on the Vols. ESPN's list, which ranked every team with at least 10% chance to make the college football playoff, according to the ESPN Power Index, has Tennessee at number 10. Now, first and foremost, you lose your starting quarterback to the portal after spring camp. You lost an NFL first-round draft pick in James Pierce. You lost the SEC leader in rushing yards and touchdowns from a year ago in Dylan Sampson. But the Power Index still has you as number 10. I think that alone speaks volumes about what Josh Heupel has done with this roster going into year 5. Like, if you had told me 3 years ago you lose your starting quarterback after spring camp, NFL first-round draft pick, SEC leading rusher, that's a problem. But what Josh Heupel has done with this roster, that's what true depth is. This is what Heather Dinich wrote. This is too high for the Vols, who returned just 39% of their offense from last season's playoff team. With former quarterback Nico Iamaleava at UCLA and running back Dylan Sampson and the top 3 receivers from the last season also gone, this team's entire offensive identity is a question mark. Season opener against Syracuse in Atlanta is hardly a gimme to start the nation's 15th most difficult schedule. So, yes, is it a question mark? Sure it is. Sure it is. And I get it, man. I could sit here and see how these national writers, you see all these new names, you see the lost production, you see the numbers. It's easy. It's easy to not buy into Tennessee. But if you keep up with this team every day, if you follow recruiting, if you know the talent that's been waiting to see the field, talent that we've been asking to see the field, for example, the wide receivers, you lost your 3 leading wide receivers, but what did you really lose? Dante Thornton was your leading receiver, 661 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. That's a loss. I don't think Brew McCoy, and gosh, I love me some Brew McCoy, but I don't think he was ever the same after the injury. 472 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Squirrel White had less than 400 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, and granted, he was banged up the entire year. I get it. All year long, we wanted to see Mike Matthews. Man, you guys know the phrase. You guys know what I've been saying, but what my narrative has been. Just because it's new, just because it's different, doesn't mean it can't be better. I think Mike Matthews can be better. I think Braylon Staley can be better than Squirrel White in the slot. And yes, you lost Dylan Sampson, your leading rusher, led the conference in rushing. But guess what? We did it with Jalen Wright, too, with Dylan Sampson getting minimal carries. D-Samp didn't get quite as many carries in 2023 as he did 2024. We saw what he could do when he took the bulk of the load, but I think this running back by committee, I think Deshaun Bishop, I think Peyton Lewis, I think Star Thomas, I think Tennessee can and will lead the conference in rushing again. So just because it's new, just because Heather Dinich doesn't know who it is, doesn't mean it can't be successful. Talks here about the season opener, chance to make the playoffs. ESPN FPI has 8.7 wins for Tennessee, 38.5% chance to make the college football playoff. Almost a 40% chance to make the playoff. But again, you got to do something you've not done yet. Gives them a 97.5% chance to win at least 6 games. Comical to me that some people thought Tennessee is going to go 4-8. Man, the overreaction when Nico hit the portal. 4-8, no shot at a bowl game. Josh Heupel's done. Goes on to talk about last season, talks about the Syracuse game coming up. But right here it says Tennessee's key to a playoff contention, beating Georgia or Alabama. How much do you put into that? Because I think you can lump Florida into that too. And they're putting Georgia and Alabama here because they're earlier in the season. It says the key to staying in playoff contention late in the season will be avoiding an 0-2 record against Georgia and Alabama. This is the kind of schedule that helped Alabama finish as the committee's top 3 loss team last fall. The Tide had wins against Georgia, LSU, and South Carolina, and that helped them stay in contention even with bad losses to Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. Tennessee can do the same, earn 2 or 3 statement wins. It might be able to earn some forgiveness in the committee room for multiple slip-ups elsewhere. I think Tennessee's just got to go take care of business. I think you got to go out there and go 10-2. You look at the schedule. Some people are talking about that Oklahoma game. Some people are talking about that Arkansas game. Josh Heupel's lost 1 game in 3 years in Neyland Stadium. 1 game in 3 years, and that was to Georgia. So ain't no way I'm picking Arkansas. There's no way I'm picking Oklahoma. But again, Georgia, on the road at Alabama, on the road at Florida. That Kentucky game, I'm circling that Kentucky game. I know we're Kentucky's daddy. We sell a T-shirt at bonfire.com/store/talkinballs that says we're Kentucky's daddy. But going on the road to play Kentucky after that Alabama game, that's one to watch for me. But you can't slip up. We're talking about the big 3. It's going to take something Josh Heupel's never done before to get to that 10-2 record. Now you can't avoid a loss against a Georgia or an Alabama or a Florida and then slip up and lose to Kentucky on the road, or slip up and lose to Mississippi State on the road. You can't do that. Goes on to say here, while there are plenty of opportunities for Tennessee to impress the committee against elite competition, the Vols need to look the part of a playoff team against the likes of Syracuse, ETSU, UAB, Mississippi State, New Mexico State. Losses to highly ranked teams can be forgiven, but if this new look Tennessee offense doesn't impress the committee on film against teams that it should beat, the Vols could struggle to earn one of those at-large bids. Again, to me, handle your own business. Don't try to sneak in. Don't try to be Alabama. Don't try to politic your way in with 3 losses. Just go out there, go 10-2, prove yourself, do something Josh Heupel hasn't done. Let's take that next step, and let's go play ball here in just 25 days. What are your thoughts? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Again, go check out the brand new TN theme merchandise. We appreciate your support there. If you're not a member of the channel, hit that join button down below. You can become a member for just $1. That's it, $1 a month. We're going to be doing a fan call-in show this upcoming Sunday. It's not going to be members only. Everybody's going to have access. We're going to be interviewing Joel Convey, but then every fan call-in show after that, every Sunday, is going to be a members-only stream. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.